Is it impossible to completely understand what happens to us in life? When we are faced with a series of unfortunate events that seem to turn our life into turmoil, we often ask, why? Why did this have to happen to me? We may never find the answer to that question. We will of course have our own opinion on the artwork. But is our opinion valid when formed without intimate knowledge of the artist's vision? One theme that often is apparent in works of art is adversity. Oscar Schell, the young boy in Jonathan Safran Foer's artistically profound novel, Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close, is wise beyond his years when he says, "People aren't like numbers. They are more like letters, and these letters want to become stories." Dad says that stories need to be shared. These stories can be told not just in books, but through the visual arts. Much like the women in Khaled Hosseini's A Thousand Splendid Suns, art endures. The visual arts, paintings, sculptures, and the written word serve the dual purpose of telling a story and stating an opinion while allowing citizens to reflect upon the work. Art gives people a cathartic path to express mourning and adversity. In Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close, Oscar has to deal with the death of his father during 9/11, and Miriam, the protagonist in A Thousand Splendid Suns, is forced to cope with the death of her mother and her father abandoning her. Art serves as a metaphor for the trials and tribulations we face every day. While Oscar uses the term heavy boots to express his pain and suffering, showing grief and mourning through public art is another common outlet. No amount of pain, suffering, confusion, death, and destruction will overpower the will of a person to live and love. Art breeds desire to triumph over adversity and to find the beauty in the world.